Hi guys, this is Unicorn Mama doing another review. This time it's the Eames Eiffel chairs by 2xhome. I actually have another brand sitting out next to it to do a comparison because why not? I got another set of chairs as well, but I'm going to be returning them because I really love these 2xhome chairs. Alright, so here's the deal. I have wanted these Eames reproduction Eiffel chairs for years now. I went to school for architecture and they're very architecturally significant chairs, and basically I just fell in love with them. So I finally decided to take the plunge and get some. So I tried a few different brands because I like to comparison shop, and Amazon is the cheapest place to get things. So I figured I would just return what I didn't like, which I will be doing. Now the 2xhome chair is on the left, and the unnamed brand that I'm not going to sully their reputation is on the right. Right away you can notice that the 2xhome chair is a little bit taller and the seat is wider, which makes a much more comfortable, sitting experience. Because it's wider, it seems to hug you better, and also it's not as flexible. Now that may sound like a bad thing, but you want that molded plastic shell that's the seat to not be too flexible. I found that the chair on the right is just a little bit too, I don't know, it just moves too much. I feel like I'm going to break it if I lean back at all. The 2xhome chair feels a lot more sturdy, and that really makes me happier. I really, honestly, until I started taking this video, did not notice the difference in the seat width. Like, I knew that the 2xhome seat was much more comfortable, but I didn't realize part of it was because of the seat width. That's really awesome. So obviously the 2xhome chair is also a little bit taller, which doesn't seem like much, but it works much better at my table, and it's much more comfortable when I'm eating a meal or my family's eating a meal. They all agree with me. It's much more comfortable to sit at. You can also notice that the legs are narrower on the 2xhome chair. Now you think that would lead to stability issues, but I actually think, well, I mean, it doesn't, obviously, but I think it's also more aesthetically pleasing. Here's a fun thing. You see the metal wiring giving it the Eiffel name? It's thicker on the 2X chair versus this other unnamed chair. And this one, let's see if I can get it to do it. You hear it like wiggling and creaking. I've already had to tighten the screws twice on them. This one I've had for almost the same amount of time, just like a day less, and no movement at all. Okay, so remember how I said that other chair I've had to tighten the screws on? Well, I haven't had to do that on the 2xhome chairs, and I think part of it is because of this plastic piece and the type of hardware they use. So they use something called anti-lock hardware, anti-lock screws, something I've actually never heard of. I had to look it up. It means they really don't loosen. They stay nice and tight. Gosh, don't rub my fingers. I need a manicure. So I haven't had any issues with it loosening up. And the legs on this is made out of a much higher quality wood. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like my video is going to show that off really great, but trust me, the wood is a higher quality than this other chair. They look very similar in the video, but it's actually quite easy to tell the difference in person. And the thickness of this wire for the Eiffel look, it's much thicker, like much thicker, and the paint job is way better. It's really the little things like this that make a chair. Like, these chairs are going to last me forever, honestly. I plan on having these until my husband forces me to get rid of them in like 20 years. I love them that much. And something that I feel like is going to be impossible to show in a video. But there's this really nice orange peel texture, which is, oh look, you can kind of see it. Good. This orange peel texture, which is something that's really important in the Eames chairs. It's a design feature that I've noticed some of the cheaper chairs really don't have, and you know, that's a downer. You don't want a chair that doesn't fit what it's trying to look like. So overall, these 2xhome chairs are just like way better quality. I was honestly shocked at the differences. The 2xhome chairs are much heavier. Not in a way where you're like, oh, I can't move this chair backwards. But in a way where you can tell that it's a better quality build. Besides the fact that the seat's wider, it's not as flexible, you know, it just feels better on the back and on the behind. The quality is there. And it looks like all the pieces, all the material are just much better, like, quality than the other chair. Which really makes me happy that I discovered 2xhome. I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, and also the other brand of chairs, I was missing screws from. So, I had all the pieces when these chairs got delivered. So, overall, I'm really thrilled with these chairs. And, like I said, I'm going to have them forever. My poor husband is just going to be stuck with them. I'll have to get over it. They're gorgeous. If my daughter wasn't asleep, I would have her show you how awesome it looks when you sit in these. But she's asleep, alas. So, I'll just have to take a picture. Alright, well, if you have any questions, anything that you'd like to know about these chairs that I haven't covered, respond to my review or my video, and I will get back to you. Alright, have a great night. Thanks. Bye.